Gonna watch welcome to another film review tonight. Film I've been watching tonight. I've had this for quite a bit now, but I've just first time watched it tonight, and it's a cracking horror film. Viral. This is a 2016 horror film that has a kind of like body snatchers vibe to it. So the film is a 2016 film. The film was really good actually. I was sitting there going, the film was good. It had some creepy ass moments. Directed by Ariel Schulman. Released in 2016. Budget of $505,000. $561,760 dollars. It's a film that I've just started watching. It's only an 85-minute movie, of course. And the plot is two high school sisters, Stacy and Emma, who have recently moved to a suburban area in California where their father will teach high school science. Emma struggles to integrate into the community while Stacy quickly makes her new friends and a boyfriend, CJ. Emma befriends Evan, her neighbour. Stacy and Emma's parents have a strained relationship and her mother is out of town. Gracie, Emma's new best friend, begins displaying unusual behaviour at school, eating constantly and coughing up blood. She collapses outside the school where Emma and a male student find her in a seizure-like state. While Emma is gone to get help, Gracie vomits blood on the boy. So it's about this worm flu. I won't read the whole lot. It's like a worm flu where it's alive. It's like a parasite that goes into the system and then it changes that person inside out. And it's freaky as hell, some of the scenes in this film, especially when you actually see the worms come out of the ears and stuff. Some of the effects are pretty good in this film. So anyway, when certain characters start to get infected, of course, they go to the first. Actually, when you first actually see this virus, actually what it can do to this person is that it's part. They go to this party, right? Her sister, of course, she didn't want to go. She just goes there anyway because this guy that she likes goes there. Of course, goes to the party. They go together, right? They all end up at this party. Of course, there's one guy there that's been affected, and you can see by his face, it's like he's been infected by. So it's not in his. It's not. They're not in control of his body now, and just goes out and kills and all that kind of stuff. So it's a pretty creepy ass movie, and it reminds me a bit like Night of the Living Dead. The way you see the film news and stuff, and the way I think there's a bit of an influence there. That's a good zombie movie, the original one. And I like the remake too. That's pretty good, but it kind of reminds me of that. So it's kind of like Invasion. No, it's kind of like Night of the Living Dead, Invasion of the Body Snatchers and stuff like that. And the film's creepy, especially when a sister gets infected later in the film, and of course she doesn't know until later on that she's been infected. And of course after you see there's more. They hide out more in the house. They live in this quite nice, decent this nice area. Actually, a nice place to live. Actually, they've got I don't know, when I'm looking, I'm thinking, what a nice place to live. Who am I living there? Nice big houses, nice area. It's fantastic. So anyway, when she gets infected, of course, she doesn't know later on until she's infected. Until later on when they get attacked by one of the neighbours. And one of the guys, this guy that lives in the same area, attacks the house, and of course, he attacks her, I suppose you could call it her boyfriend, of course. Because they kind of have boyfriend and girlfriend later on in the film. So anyway, it's a good film. It's like a movie that you like Night of the Living Dead films. It's kind of like, or Invasion of the Body Snatchers, or even The Faculty. It kind of reminds me of them rolled into one. This film is really good actually. I don't think it's as good as The Faculty, but I do like this film. This film is creepy as heck. Because when you actually see the worms, there's things at the back, right? And there's you can see the thing moving around. It's creepy as hell. Makes you ugh. Of course, her dad, and their dad, whatever, is out of town somewhere, and of course, he doesn't get back home, of course. So they're on their own. So then they do get attacked by the neighbours, like I said, and then things get worse and worse. Where she decides to actually trying to get the worm out of our system by taping herself, like feeding her and then taping it. No, because she gets locked in this thing like, when they find out she's been affected, by this doll. Of course, one of the characters that they know, he gets killed by her. And of course, ripping it. There's another thing, the strength is quite impressive. Her strength is quite impressive. Because she rips this guy's arm off. Of course, now they have to find a way to get the thing out of her system. So she decides to somehow get it out, suffocate it, I suppose you could call it, by taping the finger. It works. When they end up getting it out of the system, it works to a degree. It almost works. I mean, I was a bit confused, to be honest. I was kind of like, oh, the... Anyway, so I'll get to that part in a bit, where she's having this freaking... Where she actually wakes up, so next minute, and when she gets the worm out, everything seems normal. She's acting normal, she's eating and stuff. And maybe that was the problem she fed her. But anyway, because she seems normal, like cured of the parasite thing. And of course, when she feeds her, things fine. Of course, then she wakes up and she goes towards the next minute, like she's like been affected again. Of course, it's a dream. Then she wakes up. The next minute, she's chasing after into this house, and his dead bodies. The next minute, she goes into this room with her, the guy in it. And of course, they're doing some weird shit. Like I don't know what they're doing. Like it's weird. Like it's creepy. It's like in this dark room, and they're like doing something that's creepy as heck. And of course, and the last part, it's a good film. I won't explain what happens all through the film, but I really enjoyed it. Like I say, if you like Invasion, actually the effects were pretty good too. Some really creepy ass effects, and some creep. The scene does make me jump sometimes, and I was like, I'm jumping a little bit. The film's not as scary as the Conjuring movies, but I enjoyed it. I didn't have a good time watching this movie. It's a film that, like I said, I like Invasion. I like body snatching kind of movies, worms that control characters and makes them evil and go around killing people, and like an infection, like a parasite, whatever. So the last part was pretty good the way it ends. I did like the last part. I thought so. I'll say wipe them out. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. Some decent budget to it. Not a super expensive movie, but it's one of those movies that doesn't really need too expensive. Or green screen, CGI special effects. All you need is people, locations, and a house. Whatever. So yeah, really enjoyed it. And some decent effects. Even some like where you see the thing on the neck. It's just creepy. It makes you like, ugh. When you see these things, they're quite long. These worm things. I'm not sure what they are. I mean, they could become like from another planet or created in a lab or so. So really enjoyed it. I like the characters in it. So what I disliked about it, not long enough I don't think. I don't think the film was long enough. And that's the only problem. I wish it was like an hour and 45 minutes longer. But yeah, apart from that, I would say it's a big problem in the film that's too short, of course. Okay, I like the characters. I like the late two sisters in it, they're great. And I like the kind of scares in it they have in it, some creepy ass scenes in it. Some good some good effects too, which I liked. Some good, decent CGI, some good characters, and good performances too. And I like the chemistry. I like the relationship between the two sisters. And there's a bit of there's that kind of that family bond and stuff. Where there's like arguments and family fallings out and stuff like that. There's that kind of stuff in the film rolled into this film. And then there's horror at the same time, so a bit of drama, a bit of horror. I'd say science fiction horror, body snatching and stuff. So it's really creepy, really creepy. I liked it. I really genuinely like this movie. So the rating I'm going to give this film is a 4 out of 5. I really liked it. I had a good time watching the film. Definitely worth a watch. Blah blah blah. Yeah, it's one of those movies you think, I think I've heard. Yeah, when you watch this film, you kind of think, you know what? No, thank you. I wouldn't want to be infected by some giant bloody creepy ass worm. No, thank you. I don't know what's worse to be infected by a worm that's in your body or a virus that you just like a zombie virus. I think that's definitely worse. So yeah, anyway, people. So the 4 out of 5 thought viral. For viral, good movie, definitely worth a watch. You like good horror, science fiction, and quite some anyway. So yeah. So anyway, people, there's my review 4 out of 5 for viral. Maybe subscribe to my channel. That's day, that's week. Take a look yourself and enjoy this video. And remember to subscribe to Retribution Prime and have a nice week. Take care. Enjoy the video. Thank you very much.